Good morning, students. Welcome back to our virtual classes from Oscar Public School. I am Chanchal, your social science teacher. I hope you all will be fine. So, students, today we are going to start a new chapter from history. Okay, this is the introductory part of this chapter. The post Gupta age in northern India was mainly an age of small kingdoms. After the death of Harsha in AD 647, his empire broke up into a number of small kingdoms, and in the period between AD 750 to 1000, three dynasties come into prominence in the northern and Deccan parts of India. These were the Gujjar Pratihars, Pals, and Rajputs, and they continually fought and tried to gain control over each other's land, but none of them succeeded for any length of. Okay, I explain it. In the 6th class, you have studied about the Gupta Empire and Harsha also. After the death of the Harsh, and his empire broke up into small kingdoms. Everyone know that. And in the time period of 750 to 1000 AD, we can see many changes in this period and emerged a new kings and kingdoms like Gujjar Pratihars, Pals, and Rashtrakuts, and class and other Rajput also like Chauhans. Around the end of the 10th century AD, the power of these kingdoms declined stimulously. Most of these areas were controlled by the Rajputs, and these Rajputs rulers were not on friendly terms with each other. Turkish invaders benefited from their conflicts. Ultimately, Shahabuddin Muhammad Ghori led the foundation of the Sultanate of Delhi. Class, after the 1000 AD, Turkish invaders became very important, and this is very important for the medieval history, and we will read about that. Okay, the emergence of new dynasties. By the 17th century AD, big landlords or warrior chiefs gained great importance in the kingdoms. The king acknowledged them as their subordinates or samantas, and these samantas collected taxes and control over region. They brought gift and provided military support to their king. As these samantas gained power and wealth. Okay, I explain it. As you all know, in this period we can see many changes like samantas emerged in this time period. Samantas, who were samantas? Class, they were big landlords or warrior chief, because landlords had money and warrior could provide military support. These samantas collected taxes and controlled over region, and they brought gifts and also very important to the king. But class, sometimes we see when they thought that they have become very powerful, then they used to rule over their independent kingdoms, and they used to separate themselves from their kings. We can take example from here. As these samantas gained power and wealth, they declared themselves as Mahasamantas and Mahamandaleshwaras, and sometimes as independent rulers. For example, the Rashtrakutas in Deccan were initially subordinate to the Chalukyas of Karnataka, and in other cases men used their military skills to establish kingdoms. For example, Kadamba Mayushvarman and the Gujjar Pratihar Harishchandra. In this period, Rajputas in Deccan, they were initially subordinate of Chalukyas, but over the time period they became very important. And other thing is, sometimes someone gained power and wealth, they started calling themselves Mahasamant and Mahamandaleshwaras. Okay, class? Class, this map is very important in the context of this chapter. In this map, you can clearly see there are three different colors region. So let's see what are these region. First region that is in blue color, and it has two names written prominently, Jahmans and Gujjar Pratihar. The next region, the purple region, and it has written the name of Palas. And the third region that is in pink color, and it has written the name of Rajkots. Class, three different colors, blue, purple, pink, three different colors define their different powers and different kingdoms and their region also. I hope you can clearly see this map. Below the pink region, here is Cholas, Cheras and Pandyas. They were ruling here. In fact, you have studied about them in the 6th class. Cholas were ruling here and Cheras were ruling here near about Kerala, and Pandyas were ruling here. Okay class? Students, you will be thinking about Jahmans, Gujjar Pratihars, Pals and Rashtrakuts. What are these? Okay, I tell you. These are names of powerful kingdoms during the